Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewers Tech Northwest. We are at 23360 Southwest Landon Place here in Tualatin, located just outside the front door. We've got it's under the brass cover that's closest to the front door. You've got another one of those I'm kind of sitting on right here. The furthest one away is going to be for your storm system. Anyhow, we're dropping into a 4-inch ABS cleanout. We're going to check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Water's currently running. We are zeroed out, and off we go. Alright, and I describe everything as if you're facing the front of the home from the street. We just made a turn there to start heading toward the driveway area. Alright, I was just about to say we're going to see a transition, and there it is. 4-inch 3034 PVC now. Did a good job diving that down. Anytime you get a nose dive like that at a transition, that last 2 feet or so of the ABS right before the transition is a very common location to belly the sewer line out. In most cases, it's really not that meaningful, but it's a common spot where people mess that up. Alright, and there's the main connection. In this circumstance, the line ties, looks like, directly into the manhole out in the road. So, we're going to go locate that really quick here while the pipe drains. Alrighty, camera head. It's located out on Southwest Landon Place. So if you go stand out in the street there, you've got 2 different manholes. One's kind of, they're out from the driveway in the cul-de-sac. One's kind of to the right of the driveway or lines up with that. The other one's more in front of it. The one that has less holes, has 2 vent holes in it, is the it's the sanitary sewer manhole. The line here kind of runs up the right side edge of the driveway. You'll see a secondary clean out on the right side. That's in line with the sewer line as it's making its way out the road. You have another one on the left side. That's going to be for your storm system, in case you're curious which is which. I think I bumped my equipment here. My foot counter's not counting back. Looks like someone's used this toilet a couple times. That's just toilet paper scraps in the line there. And that tie-in right there at the top of the pipe was what I was just talking about. So if you stand on the road looking at the house, just to the right of the driveway towards the very front of the property, you'll see a steel cover that says sewer on top of it. That's that tie-in right there. Just a secondary clean-out access. It's a very, very common location for construction debris to get down line. Gravel. Very common. All the PVC pipe looks great. It drains beautifully. Transition joint looks good. That little dangly thing right there is just a couple little glue drips is all that is. It's very normal to see that. Those are plastered to the pipe wall. They're not impeding flow or anything like that. It's kind of nice how they did this thing. They actually routed it. I thought it shot into the driveway. It kind of follows the contour of the driveway, but it remains, looks like, in the grass and the dirt, which is a nice thing if you ever have to do a fix on a sewer line. You don't have to go ripping the whole driveway up. I don't expect that should be necessary anytime soon, but it's kind of a nice thing if you ever need for it. Alright, we are just about back to the clean out here. We're going to go ahead and reverse direction. We got a little bit of water shooting through the pipe. Got some debris kind of breaking up, it looks like. Alright, we're now going backwards. Line next down to 3-inch pipe right as we start going backwards. Let's see see if we can jump over that darn thing. It's so close to the clean out. These are tricky. There we go. So you 3-inch pipe going through basically the whole house, and then it switches over to 4-inch right before the line leaves. And at this point now we are back inside the crawl space. Everything from this point forward is all exposed piping. The home inspector looks at that stuff. You can just see it with your eyeballs in the crawl space. Don't need a camera for it. Very nice looking sewer line. Good flow end to end. All the pipes in good condition. Had a little bit of toilet paper debris in there, it looks like, of some kind. All that looks like it's moving on its way. Now, sewer line is functioning properly at this time. Very nice looking sewer line. So as you look out this direction here, down the right side of the driveway, about where that for sale sign post is at, you'll see that secondary clean out. Kind of gives you a visual on the route the line takes in case you're curious where the line goes.